Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Raider Sports. How are we doing today? So I would just like to welcome in the Cincinnati fans into the Big 12 club because it's pretty much done. And news just broke that they have officially sent out their application for membership. The Big 12 is going to be meeting on Friday and they should have the votes in. And so all that's pretty much formality at this point. That Cincinnati, BYU, UCF, and Houston are all going to be Big 12 members. But for Cincinnati, at least today, you know your application is in. It's ready to go. You're going to be a Big 12 member probably by Friday. So why it's so big that this is actually happening for Cincinnati is really because Cincinnati is thought of as being one of the best teams this season. Now, having this Big 12 potential membership might look favorably at the committee and maybe at ESPN when it comes to, their standing, if they can run the tables and get into the college football playoff, which we might as well just call it the ESPN playoff because it really is their playoff. I mean, I don't care what this, committee has to say about it. They pretty much, ESPN gets to pick and choose what games and probably what teams that they want. Even though there will be people saying, "Oh no, that doesn't happen," oh, it's this independent committee. ESPN still has, somebody in the ear. I have to believe that. Oklahoma State being left out. Penn State being left out the 1 year for Ohio State, just a lot of and all this damn cheerleading right now going on about Georgia beating Clemson. This actually does relate back to Cincinnati because if Clemson beat Georgia, then Georgia would end up having 2 losses against Alabama. And then they wouldn't be able to, and that would pretty much make an undefeated Cincinnati an undefeated team. But it's pretty much their damn playoff. And so getting this Big 12 potential name behind them may actually help them in the long run with the college football playoff committee. It might give them a little more legitimacy when it comes to that. Just because, hey, they are working on getting to the next level. Let's give them the chance to actually get in there if they do run undefeated instead of saying, hey, let's throw in a 2-loss Georgia or a 2-loss Texas A&M, which shouldn't actually be happening anyway. But somehow they will. But that's why this is a huge thing for Cincinnati to finally get into, a power conference. Because Cincinnati being in Ohio, that's a great recruiting state. Being able to play teams, in Florida and in Texas, it's proven to be better than that when they were in the Big East. From a recruiting standpoint, from a team standpoint, and now they're going to go up a level to the Big 12. And that's going to be a lot better as well for the Bearcats. Now the Bearcats, they came in with the top 25 poll. I think they're 7th or 8th now. So they're right there according to the AP. But we know what's going to happen when it comes to the college football playoffs. They're going to go and they're going to be around. They're going to open up being around 10 or 11. Regardless if they beat Notre Dame and Indiana by that time. I don't know when those games are exactly going to be played, but regardless of when those games are played, if they've beaten them, they're still going to be around 7 or 8 by the time the polls come out, maybe even as low as 12. And everybody's going to be like, oh, the committee doesn't believe them, and then they'll slowly go up and up and up. But as teams pass them by, it's really something I've always had a problem with, has been the conference football playoff and the way group of 5 teams are structured in it. it just doesn't really mesh well. The the APs and the coaches poll kind of give a better view of the group of 5 schools, but the college football playoffs, for whatever reason, really hit them hard, and so that's why I'm over here saying that maybe this Big 12 thing for Cincinnati might actually be a good thing to help them within those polls by giving them that legitimacy. Okay, guys, but no matter what, Cincinnati, welcome to the Big 12. Live it up. Break that playoff for the G5, and then get your butts to the Big 12, and we'll see you in, Ames, Iowa, and Lawrence, Kansas, and Manhattan, and whatever.